everybody, and welcome to Hideaway Homestead. Minnie Pearl is the name of our pig, and she is due to have piglets well, actually she's supposed to deliver them on Mother's Day if our count is correct. So we need a place that will be safe for her and her little piggies, and so that's what we've been working on. We have built what is called a farrowing pen, or a farrowing area, and let us show you where she's getting to move. It's just beyond, you see the other set of fencing here? It's just beyond her previous home, but this will be separating her and her piglets from the big pigs who might do damage to her or to the piglets. Kevin cleared this area with just a small gap in between the two pens. Cleared this out and leveled it out, took away some of the debris that was in here, and so we have built this Farrowing Hut for her. We'll show you how it went about getting the fencing up and building the gate, and now finally today we have finished with the hut itself. Lots of nice features in this hut, and I'll talk about them in a minute. Okay, we're on the other side now, connecting the backstop area so that fencing is nice and tight to the galvanized posts. I'm trying to remember what they're called, but yeah, galvanized posts. And we also put in a couple of T-posts here to fasten the cattle panel to. So we're making progress. The next step was to put this back wall on, I'll call it. This is the south wall of our pen. It will leave just a small space in between the main pig pen and this pen. And so we've got plenty of T-posts here to make it strong. Just fastening those fasteners in, and this side will be ready to go too. Kevin went around all of the pen with chicken wire. We learned our lesson that little piglets can get through these holes all too easily, so it is surrounded with little chicken wire to close in all the big squares on the cattle panels so that they can be protected from getting loose and getting hurt. It also keeps bigger things from getting into them, I suppose, too.
We are continuing to build the farrowing pen. We got the gate built. This is it right here, as Vanna shows you. This is our friend Kevin. His name's Kevin also. And so we're partners in the pig business. But anyway, so we're getting ready to put this gate in. Gonna dig the hole right there next to that post, put these landscape timbers in, then attach the fence or the gate, and we should be good to go. So we're gonna see if we can get this hole dug and put these things in and see what happens. We got this in. You can see the bottom right here, the gate. This is the other side of it. And this side over here will have the hinges on it, and we'll be good to go. So all we have to do is put the hinges on, put the handle on it and the latch, and it'll be ready to go. There's some of the inhabitants. I got my gate installed. I got the hinges put on this side over here. These were not exactly the hinges I wanted to use. As you can see, they're a little bit too long, but they still work. I may go back later and change those out for regular hinges, but for now, this is fine. They work. The gate is on here, and then I put this big latch on here, right here, and that's to keep it closed. And what I'll do is, since this gate swings out, I will go inside. If I can show you. Yeah, and I will actually nail a piece of wood up against this side right here, just so this gate has something to rest against, and keeps the pigs from pushing on it also. And that'll be good. Alright, I got the gate finished up, and this is the finished product. You see the big latch we've got on there. And down here I put this little extra block of wood. I usually put these on here. It just swings up like this and out of the way. It just gives it some added support for down at the bottom. When the pigs are pushing against it, it just keeps it from bowing out from the bottom. And that's all that's for. Alright, and inside here I put this piece of wood onto the side of that, and there again, that just gives it some support on the inside so that the pigs aren't so easily pushing against the gate. It's just a little bit of something added in there that helps them, keeps them from being able to push on it. All right. This is going to be the farrowing pin, part of it. These are the end pieces that we're cutting now. This is the plywood that will go on either end of the pin. And this is the piece we've already cut and got it ready to go. And so we'll have this other one cut in here in just a minute. And we've got the farrowing pin shelter, whatever we're calling that. Almost done. We've got the sides and the baseboards on it. It's pretty sunny out here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I hope you can. Anyway, so this is just about finished up. So this will be the farrowing pin for the pig when she has her babies. I'm continuing with the farrowing pin build. What I'm doing at this point is putting 2x4s across the top right here. You can see where I've got it attached on this end. I've got them spaced about 12 inches apart. It goes across and attaches over here also. To start with, I put these other pieces of 2x4 right here down the side to support this piece on top. Once we get these on top, and like I said, I'll put 2 more in. There's one that goes here and one here. And then once we get those in, then we'll put metal on top of this, and it'll have a little bit of an airflow right here between this 2x4 and where the metal sits, and that'll help it to have some airflow in there so it won't be so hot, because it's quite hot here in Florida. So that's what we're doing now, and I'm going to continue with this and put the other 2 boards on the top, and then at that point all we'll have left is to put the metal on it and it'll be finished.
Okay, so this will be the final piece of wood on the back of the farrowing hut. We're going to add this just so there's no room for little piggies to escape out the back door, and screwing this in to the 2 side pieces right there. And you'll see in a minute when we put the tin on that this will be great to keep them in. We are roofing this farrowing pen with some panels that came from a shed that somebody gave us. It's been sitting out here in the yard waiting for a good use. And wouldn't you know it, the way Kevin lined up these cross pieces, he can use the same screw holes that were used on this shed originally and hold these into place. And so far, 3 panels just about covers it. And they're rusted, but it doesn't matter if they're rusted because it's just going to be to protect the pigs from the rain. And the elements, I suppose, but mostly rain, I would think. By the time Minnie Pearl has her piglets, it's going to be quite warm around here, so I'm not worried about them getting too cold. So there you go. We'll put the rest of these roofing nails in and get this thing finished off and moved into place. we were able to build this farrowing hut by some ideas and plans that we found online, and we'll try to remember to put a link to that or comment in our comment section so that you can see where we got the idea. One of the special features is this cross piece here in the back, and that can protect the piglets from Mama Pig crushing them. So they have a spot behind that they can go and hide to get away from her if she's rolling around or something like that while they're very little. And that's all closed in there and protected from the rain with the roof, so that'll be great for them. And then lots of space for Mama Pig. You want to show us, Kevin, how much space Mama Pig has? Mama Pig is not as big as Kevin, of course, but here you go.
Plenty of room to stretch out.
Yay! So there you go.
Lots
this
of
is
room.
something that we can use for many times in the future when the different girl pigs, sows or gilts, have their piglets.
All right, today we finally got the pig farrowing pen finished, and all we have left to do is to put a water line over to the pen. And we have a water line coming in this way that comes over to here and goes to this pig pen. It's right here, and then it's right here, and it has what they call a bite valve on it. It's under pressure, the pigs just bite on it and it gives them water. So what we're going to do is up here on this line, we're going to cut it and put a T in here and run it straight over that way and put another one of those in that pen for the sow and the piglets. And so that will be their water, and we'll be all set to go. It's the only thing we got left now. All right. Thanks for watching our video here on how to build a farrowing pen. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, hit the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Give us a thumbs up, leave us comments. Also, what would really help us is if you would share us on your social media. So until next time, thanks for joining us here on Hideaway Homestead.